Hey everybody, so in today's video we're going to talk about transplanting garlic, and we're also going to take a quick look at my onions in the greenhouse. Bear with me, I'm trying to work out my camera issue. My videos have been a little blurry and I don't know why, because my iPhone shoots in 4K. So I'm trying to figure that out. So I broke out the Sony today as well, so I'm going to be filming on both cameras, trying to figure it out. So if the video's a little off or whatnot, I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on it, and I appreciate your patience. Um, with garlic, I just started growing garlic last year, and I've been growing elephant garlic. Um, some people like it, some people don't like it. I like it because I'm not a huge fan of garlic, but I like that subtle flavor, and elephant garlic kind of gives you that subtle flavor, and you get so much more garlic with elephant garlic. So, as a matter of fact, I'll show you. Um, so this is one of my garlics from last year. As you can see, it's pretty doggone huge. Uh, and so last year I planted, I want to say 10, 10 to 12 garlic cloves. That's just a little individual clove from the garlic. Looks like that. You can see that. And I ended up getting, well, I've already eaten some, obviously, but I ended up getting this much garlic to plant this year. So I don't know exactly how many I got in there. It's quite a few. I did buy 8 more of the cloves, just the individual cloves from Haas. So if you're looking for garlic cloves, my the link is in the description for Haas. They have amazing everything. So if you're looking for anything gardening related, check out Haas. And if you're looking for anything homestead relating, check out my Amazon links and check out pretty much all of my other affiliates as well. But before we get on to the actual planting of, well, let me go back real quick. So I'm going to be planting them in these 3-gallon root pouches, and I got these from Haas as well. I think they're probably a little too small for what I want to do, so I might end up with some smaller elephant garlic, but I'm still going to do it. Because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 in each, and that puts them about 4 inches apart, 4 to 5 inches apart, which is right, but they're kind of close to the edge too. So I don't know how that will affect it, but we're going to give it a try. I've got 5 bags here, so that's going to give me 15 here, and then the rest I'm going to interplant with my transplants that I put down last week. Tomorrow, yes, tomorrow I will do the update. I don't know if that truck going by, if y'all hear that or not. But tomorrow I'm going to do an update and show you exactly. I'm gonna get you in close and show you how much the transplants have grown within 1 week of being transplanted. So pay attention to that video. I'm not sure if it's going to be a short or a long, but it will come out tomorrow. Um, anyway, let's go check out some onions in the greenhouse real quick so I can show you where they're at and what I typically do to them around this time period. All right, so as you can see here, These onions are growing really, really nice now. Um, these little black things you see there, they're just the husk, from the seed. They will fall off eventually. As you can see, these tall ones, they have fallen off. But what I like to do is come in here and snip off about 1 inch of the top on all of these. And what that will do is that will make for a stronger seedling. Okay? Not doing any harm to the plant here. So I cut the tops on my onions only in here. I don't do any cutting to the tops once they're in the ground. I want them to grow as big a tops as they possibly can, but cutting the tops at this stage, it helps the growth of that onion. I don't really know the technical terms and all to it, but it definitely helps when you do this. Now, once they're in ground, you're going to get a lot of varying opinions of, oh, some people cut theirs and some people don't. I don't cut mine because that all of that foliage that comes up above ground is going to be energy to create that bulb. And if you look at the videos I'm showing you now, or the photos that I'm showing you now, you'll see that, this is how I did it last year, and they produce really, really nice bulbs. So anyway, that's it for the onions. We got a little bit over here on the lettuce there, looking beautiful. And then these are just the transplants that I didn't use that are waiting to go in the ground just in case those other ones that I put out the other day didn't do well. And these are the collards that still need to go in. Back there is the calendula. These onions here were planted on September 9th. So today, October 8th. So it's pretty much just about 4 weeks in is when I had to cut the tops on these. I don't go by a certain time frame. I just go by how far they've grown. All right. Well, that's it for the onions. Let's get back out on the garlic. All right. So got everything filled up right here. My camera's turned off, so I don't know what I got and didn't get, but we're going to keep on going. So I'm going to start off with these Hoss, with the Hoss garlic. All of it's technically Hoss garlic because I grew it from Hoss, but the ones that I purchased this year, we'll start there. I mean, it comes with a nice little mesh bag too, so I can definitely use that in the future. So I typically plant these about 4 inches deep. All right. So I go about that far in the ground. These are freaking huge too. And the other important thing about planting garlic is you have a tip end and you have a flat end. The flat end is the end where the roots are. So you're going to want to put that end down first. All right. Then we got another one right here. So pretty deep down in there. All right. And then we got one in there. And then we'll go with the ones that I grew. All right, so that's 3 of them planted. Doesn't take long. I'll go with 1, 3 there. 1, 2, 3 there. So now all the rest of these will go out here. And what you don't see right here is that I didn't fill these all the way up to the top. So that way it made it easier for me to get those down in there. And then I'll do a light dusting over the top here so that I can cover them up to the 4-inch depth that I want. Now they can go, I think it's like 4 to 6 inches deep, but I've just found that right around the 4-inch depth is just right for me. All right, they're all nice and topped off, so those are good. I'm probably gonna keep these either in the greenhouse or right there at the greenhouse door. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna mess around with that. But now it's time to do some planting in these small raised beds here. All right, everybody. So that's it in a nutshell. How to plant garlic. Um, as you notice, I didn't put down any fertilizer when I planted. I like to wait a little while on it. They will do well in this soil regardless, but I like to hit them with a little 0022 later on. I'll show you a picture of the type that I like to use, and that's really about it. I did some in the raised beds. I did some in the root pouches, and I also went over how I trim the tops on my onion seedlings before I transplant them into the ground. One quick note on the onion seedlings is you don't want to do that and then transport them right into the ground, because you're introducing disease, and you've already done a little trauma to the plant, so you don't want to add more trauma by transplanting them. Once they start to grow back up out of that again, you'll see it. You'll see the pointy tip come back to it. They're ready to transplant at that time. But I'm not transplanting these for another month, so I may trim the tops on them one more time. So probably the end of October, beginning of November, and that'll give me 2 weeks. I like to plant about the middle of November, is when I like to put my onions in the ground. And that's down here in zone 8B, okay? If you're in other zones, you may want to do it differently as far as the onions, and maybe even as far as the garlic is concerned. You might be able to overwinter them. You might not be able to. You may have to protect them more than I do. But that's something, what I showed today is primarily for the south, zones 8 and 9, maybe even up to zone 7. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like the video, please hit like, subscribe to my channel. Share this video with any of your friends who have questions about planting garlic or tending to their onions. I hope the video looks well. We'll see when I go in here to edit. But anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And y'all, I'll see you in the next video.